Hi, I'm JMO from Xcase in the UK, www.xcase.co.uk. We're importers of computer chassis that we sell within the UK and Europe. Today I'm going to look at a 3U chassis. It's called the Xcase RM300-Studio, and we've aimed it at the home studio, DJ, karaoke, anything really that's going to need a lot of storage, not take up a lot of room, and look slightly prettier than your standard rack mount case. Now, aiming it at that market, we've decided to make it nice and short. Comes in at 385mm deep. We've added the rack mount handles with some rather nice chrome and strong front handles. You can actually support the case directly from the rack mount ears, or if you prefer, we have made pre-drilled holes ready for our rack mount rail kit. You've got two usable 5.25 bays at the front, the bottom one being a dummy bay, but it just looks better that way. And we've got two front 80mm fans. These are in black, but trust me, get yourself a couple of nice LED ones, white, blue, red, etc., and it really makes this case stand out. Now, hoping that it's going to be used as a home studio music type rack. Of course you can still use it as a standard rack mount chassis for any reason you want, but we've opted to give it plenty of internal storage. So we've got these two hard drive cages, both removable. Each one will take up to 4 hard drives. That does depend a lot on your motherboard. If you've got a standard ATX motherboard or a longer micro ATX motherboard, then you can't use the bottom drive bay, so it limits it to 3 per cage, 6 in total. However, if you've got one of these shorter standard ATX or micro ATX boards that are on the market now, I think they're 8 inches wide, then you can use all 4 bays on each caddy. Anyway, don't worry, if you can only use your 6 hard drives there, which is probably going to be plenty for most people, we've managed to sneak one in at the rear, which fits underneath the power supply, which goes here. So that's, in the worst case, is going to give you 7 drives. Then we've found space in the dummy 5.25 at the bottom for another one here. So there you go, 8 drives, or you can use 5.25 bays for 3 in 2s, hot swap caddies, etc. So 10, 11, 12, 13 even hard drives. Really plenty of storage in such a little box. Now the next thing is, we guess a lot of you have got cards. A lot of you are probably going to sneak a few games into it, or you may use it as a music type studio but also want it to run decent games. So we've given it plenty of potential for a long video card, long sound card, CCTV. This would be a good CCTV box, and I know some of the cards in those are pretty long. Now you've got 5 expansion slots, they're full height, beauty of a 3U, is that although it's less height than a 4, and you don't have the problem that you have with a 2U, and you can use standard height video cards, any type of PCI or PCI Express card. You've got two spare spaces for 60mm fans at the rear there. The case itself will take ITX boards, micro ATX and standard ATX boards. Just a little bit of a note, because of the design, and you're using a standard ATX board, although you can fit the board in no problem, the very end of the board will sit underneath the power supply, which means you won't be able to use the last slot on the motherboard. Not a biggie, I know, but just pointing it out. So, there you go, plenty of storage, nice and small, attractive as rack mount chassis go. Takes a standard ATX power supply, same one as you'd put in your PC. Really, anything you can put on your standard PC, you can put in this box. It'll probably make it easier for most people to figure out what you can use in it. Oh, forgot to mention, front USB, on-off switch, reset switch, power button, LED, HD LED, and 2 LAN LEDs. Not got the lid here, I think it's downstairs somewhere, but we've noticed a lot where we've painted the whole of the chassis in black. We see them 3 or 4 months later, and by the time they've been in racks and other places and moved here and moved there, the tops do tend to get scratched. So we've kept it all the same type of steel all the way over. So the only black part is the front, and it does help them, well, it just keeps them looking good for some time to come. Well, I think that's it. The X-Case RM300-Studio. Good as a rack mount. Good as a home music centre, karaoke machine, CCTV, pretty much you name it. Good bit of kit. Buy it. Thanks for listening.